My name is Stephanie. I recently got diagnosed with hypothyroidism, which from my understanding means the thyroid, which controls the hormones in your body, kind of slows down to almost a complete stop or stops altogether. So my doctor said I am in the early stages of hypothyroidism. I'm not sure if there's different stages of what that means, yeah, so I have hypothyroidism, which means I gain weight. It's not where the hyperthyroidism, which you tend to lose weight, or it's harder for you to maintain or keep on weight. So about 6 or 8 months ago, I started noticing some kind of changes in my body. I was gaining a lot of weight, even though my lifestyle hadn't really changed very much. I was eating a little bit differently, but not so different from normal. So it was very odd that I was gaining a lot of weight. I contributed to maybe stress, or, you know, I needed to exercise more, age, that kind of stuff, which I'm 26, by the way. So I kind of attribute it to those things, thinking that that was the reason why I was gaining weight pretty rapidly. I gained about 30 to 40 pounds within, I want to say, about 2-3 months. So I was seeing one doctor who was completely unhelpful. I don't even want to get into that. But anyway, so I recently switched doctors. On my first visit with the doctor, I told them about my weight gain and just kind of like differences in my body. My mood had changed. I've always suffered from anxiety or depression, but I had noticed over the past 6 months it was intense. It was much worse than it had ever been before. Sometimes I would like have fits, I guess. I don't know. I would just be totally fine, and then the next minute I would just be crying, sobbing uncontrollably. Sometimes I didn't even know why I was crying, or I would create reasons to justify why I was crying or upset. So there were just differences in my body. I was acting ways that I had never acted before, and I wasn't the only one that noticed it. My boyfriend, who I've been living with for about a year and a half, he noticed them too. He's like, "What's up with you? Like, you're acting different. You're acting strange." So I'm not on any medications currently. I did get prescribed for my thyroid, but I'm not on any other medications. I'm not on any birth control or anything that would justify my hormones changing or being imbalanced. The only medications I would ever take regularly would be like ibuprofen for migraines, which was only maybe 2 or 3 times a week, not very often, and usually like 500 milligram. Not anything that would justify the differences in my body. So I saw this new doctor. I told him kind of what I was going through. He, you know, was like, "Well, let's do a full blood workup, everything, all of it in your body. Let's see what you got going on." So I did that. A few days later, he called me, said, "It looks like it might be hypothyroidism, which is hormone imbalances in your body." It's like, "I want to give it a month. Let's see what goes on. I want to make sure it's not something environmental or something that just that day messed with the elevations in your body. I want to make sure that it's a consistent thing before we start prescribing you medication for it." So I said, "Okay, fine." So I went back about a month later, which now would be 2 weeks ago, or no, a week and a half ago. Got my blood tests. About 4 days later, they called me and they said, "You know, does look like hypothyroidism, and we're going to prescribe you medication once daily, and then we're going to ask that you come back every month to do more blood tests or new blood tests to see how it's going, if the medication's working, etc." So I have been prescribed Levothyroxine. I don't know how to say it. I'll write it down below because I don't know how to say it. Which I believe is just a standard medication from what I've read online. It's pretty standard for what people get. I'm on a really low dose currently, and we'll see just kind of where it goes as we go on. At this point in time, I don't know a lot about it. I've been watching a lot of videos and reading some articles and stuff like that, stuff I can find online that would give me a little bit more information about what it is and what I should be doing. I've been watching some people who change their diets, change their lifestyle, so I think what's best for me right now is to change my lifestyle probably. I know that this pill isn't meant for weight loss, so I want to make sure that I'm doing what I can to lose the weight that I have gained from this, which means lifestyle changes, food changes, etc. So if anyone has any suggestions, please feel free to comment down below on good workouts. I've read some conflicting things about people saying don't work out too hard, or you have to do intense workouts that only last for a very short time, or I've just heard some different things. So if you guys have any experience in this or tips or tricks, please leave them down below. I'd love to hear them, as well as food. Did you guys change your food regimen completely or only subtle changes? I'd love to know that. I want to make sure I find something that kind of works for my body so that I can get to a more healthy place. So yeah, I mean, the reason that I'm doing this video is I want to kind of document what's going on in me. I want to do, you know, weekly check-ins and see if I can see the difference in myself or if I feel different. I want to, you know, record any weight difference or mood difference or, you know, anything that seems a little weird or getting better or worse, just for people who are like me and don't know what the hell's going on, so maybe we can compare notes and help each other out. So that's my goal. Yeah, I mean, I would love to hear anyone's stories or information. It'd be really helpful. I've never had to deal with any kind of, you know, illnesses or anything. This is the first one that I've ever experienced. So it's very new for me. It's kind of scary reading all the side effects and hearing about how it affected different people. I know some people getting on the medication experience, you know, weight loss, or, I mean, obviously weight loss, but hair loss. Some of them had mood swings still after having the medication. Different variances like that. So I'm curious to see, you know, how it affected everyone else, what you guys can recommend for me, so that, you know, I can help my body. So yeah, thank you. Bye.